Okay, so good evening, everyone. We will be starting the second lecture of Introduction to Finance, right? And before talking about other questions, we will revise what we have studied till last class. Okay, so let me ask you, how many of you remember what we studied last class? Everyone, for everyone, right? Class 8 or right? 7, 6, anyone? We studied the same thing, okay, right? We covered same thing till this class. Tell me, what was that? I hope all of you remember this table. Let me show you the table once. Okay, yeah. So Shravya, Madhur, right? Kishore, yes. Salary expenses, simple interest, compound interest, है ना? So class 8 students just focused over here. Okay, just focus over here, right? So I will explain this once again. Okay. So the question that we asked was why to invest? Hi, Yana, tell me. So in first class, the question that we answered what why to invest, right? Yes, basics of stocks, right? And why to invest. The question that we discussed was why to invest. Yes or no, everyone? I hope all of you remember the last class of both the sections, right? The question that we discussed was why to invest. Okay. And class 8 students, you guys please focus over here. So what we did, we actually calculated the cumulative interest, cumulative interest. But in reality, that was a mistake. I've told you that that was a mistake. So let me tell you what was the correct calculation. So everyone focus over, especially the class 8 students. Okay, right? So what we did was, I'm just revising what we did. Suppose the salary of a person, I'm taking a person as Golu, so Golu's salary was 12 lakh, right? Golu's salary was 12 lakh. It is in hand salary, which means the salary that he's getting, right? And his expenses, the expenses of Golu is 80,000 per month, which is 9,60,000 per year. Okay, so his saving would be what? His saving is 2,40,000, right? Yes or no? Right, everyone? Okay, only Kishore is replying. Shravya, Amisha, Brinda, Madhur. Tell me. Right? है ना? ठीक है. So tell me, if he's saving 2,40,000, he will not require this money for 20 years. Yes or no? Yes, Golu is getting 12 lakh per year. This is 12 lakh per year. This is salary per year. Okay. Right, Brinda? This is salary per year. Okay. So tell me, he's saving 2,40,000 after first year, yes or no? Tell me, step by step, we will revise. This 2,40,000 he will save after first year, right? And he is saving this amount for how many years? Right? For 19 years, okay? Right? He's saving this amount for 19 next year, right? Because he is working for, right, 20 years. So don't you think, sir, if he's saving this 2,40,000 rupees, right? 2,40,000 rupees for 19 years, right? Okay. It would be compound interest, Hayana. It would be compound interest, right? He will get compound interest for how many years? Tell me, he will get compound interest for how many years? Very good, Ragni, 19 years, right? So Golu, I discussed this Golu, he kept the money in bank. Okay, he put it in FD. Okay, yes, for next 19 years. So Golu put the money in bank. Golu put the money in bank as a form of FD, right? And the interest that he was getting was 6% per year, 6% per year, right? I'm revising what was discussed last class. Now, I hope all of you remember the formula. Formula was what? Formula of compound interest. Yes or no? Principal into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. Yes or no? Principal is, right, 2,40,000, because this 2,40,000 is the principal amount for next 19 years. And rate of interest is 6%. So you can see the formula over here, right? This is the formula. This is the formula. Yes or no? Right?
Yes,
okay. So see, this 2,40,000 will become how much after 20 years? Tell me. This 2,40,000 will become how much after 20 years? Tell me.
76 lakh.
No, it is 7,26,000. It is 7,26,000, right? But it is for Golu. Golu is keeping in bank, right? Golu is keeping in bank as an FD. Okay. And then I'm having a second person, Golu, right? Golu. Okay. Now, Golu is also earning the same amount. Golu is also having same salary, but Golu is financially educated and he is spending less, right? He is saving more, hai? So Golu is spending only 72, right? So 7,20,000 per year, and he is saving 4,80,000, 4,80,000, right, per year. ठीक है? Right? हाँ या ना? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ
How much
सर.
saving? 4,80,000. And Bholu is financially educated. Bholu is smart, right? Bholu is like you guys, है ना? So Bholu is investing. Bholu is not saving in bank. Bholu is investing, है ना? And where to invest? Today we will answer where to invest, right? But Bholu is investing, and he is getting how many? Right? He is getting how much interest? Tell me. It is written over here. He is getting interest
12%.
12%.
12%.
12% per annum.
12% per annum. So tell me, so for the first year, what was his saving? First year saving was 4,80,000.
4,80,000. Yes, sir.
If
Yes, sir.
he's getting 12% per year for next 19 years, see, this 4,80,000 is becoming how much? Tell me.
41 lakh.
41 lakh.
34,000.
41 lakh.
41 lakh 34,000. Yes or no? Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, right? Bholu,
Yes, sir.
Bholu, right? For Bholu, it was only 7 lakh. For Bholu, it was only 7,26,000. But for Bholu, right? This saving became 41 lakh. See, है ना? Right? So I
Yes,
hope all of you understood that. Obviously, who is the smarter one here? Who is smarter? Bholu or Bholu?
Bolu.
Bolu.
Bholu, right? है ना? Very good.
Bolu.
So,
Bolu.
Bholu is certainly smarter, right, everyone? Yes or no? Bholu is certainly smarter.
Sir, is it that like if percentage is more, then the returns will be more?
Obviously, right? Percentage will be more, then returns will be more, right? But it is compound interest, hai na? Right? It is compound interest. For example, right? Okay. So Bholu will save more, right? Obviously, Bholu is saving more. So what is same for both?
Sir,
Salary
is
is
it half yearly compounded or annually compounded?
annually compounded. It is per annum, na? It is per annum. Okay. Okay. So see how much Bholu is saving. Let us see how much Bholu is saving or how much Bholu will get after. Tell me. After what?
After
20 years.
Sir,
After
20 years. 20 years.
After 20 years. So after 20 years, let us see how much Bholu will get. So I hope all of you remember from yesterday's class, Bholu will get something around, yes, 8
Yes,
crore
sir.
53 lakh.
Yes, sir.
8.5 crore. Right? Returns, again, right? Returns is the interest, right, Jia? I'll tell you, return is the interest, hai na? So Bholu will get 8 crore 50 lakh. And how much Bholu will get? Tell me, how much Bholu will get?
Sir, 85.
2.5 crore.
No, it is for Bholu. Now let us see how much Bholu will get. Bholu will get 3 crore 58 lakh. Bholu will get 3 crore 58 lakh. Yes or no? Right?
Yes.
Right? Okay. How much Bholu will save? How much Bholu will save? So Bholu will save, right? Tell me, how much Bholu will save? So Bholu will save 3 crore 57 lakh. Yes or no? Right? Hai? So Bholu, right? The saving of Bholu is 3 crore 57 lakh. The saving of Bholu is how much? This is the saving of Bholu is 3 crore 57 lakh. Right? And what was the saving of Golu? 2 crore around 48 lakh. Anyone have any doubt in this? ये सबको समझ में आ रहा है? टेबल सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Everyone? Shravya,
Yes, sir.
Rajat, Ananya, Akash, Brinda, Siddharth, Sinchana, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
Gia asked, so what is the return, right? What is return? Now tell me, this is the total money that he is getting. Bolu is getting after how many years? 20 years. And this is the money that he actually invested, right? So don't you think, sir, in return, right? Return is this, है? So what is the interest? Interest would be this amount, right? What he will get minus what he is invested, yes or no? Right? So tell me, how much extra he will get? Oh, okay,
4.96 crores.
right? Around, yes, around 5 crores, yes or no? So the return of, right, Bholu is around 5 crores, है? Right? His investment is 3.58 crores and return is around 5 crores extra, right? It is interest and this is the return. Okay? What about Bholu? Tell me. What about, so this is about Bholu. What about Bholu? Tell me. What about Bholu? Bholu is what? Right? This minus, yes, correct. है? This. So Bholu's return is only around 1 crore 10 lakh. 1 crore 10 lakh. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
है? So I can say, okay, sir, right here, okay, right here, the thing that is changing, is first of all saving, right? Obviously, Bholu is saving more and Bholu is investing, right? So obviously, the amount that he's getting is almost 5 times more than that of Bholu, even though both of them are earning the same, right, salary. So I hope all of you understood, right, the answer of question why we need to invest. Ayana, okay?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Okay. So today we are going to answer second question. Okay. So why we invest is clear. Yes, more interest means more returns, obviously. Okay. Right, Jia? Okay. So the next question is where to invest. Where to invest. Right? Ayana. Okay. Now, before talking about where to invest, let us talk about some terms, right? So I will talk about two terms. First is asset and second is liability. Right? So first of all, what is the meaning of asset? Tell me, what is the meaning of asset?
Sir, before the start of business, what the amount we have invested in the company?
No, that is not asset. That is your capital. That is your capital. Okay.
Properties that we have.
Okay. Properties that we have. Okay. Very good. Anyone else? Everyone, tell me.
Sir, a part which is which we put it in share market.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? Tell me. Shravya, Ragini, Madhur, Brinda, Shreya, Tanushri, Vihan. You can speak or message. No, not doing something to the country, Karthikeya.
Sir, a property owned by a person.
No, not just property. For example, if I'm having a car, is it an asset or liability? Tell me. If I'm having a car, then car is an asset or liability?
Asset.
Liability.
Okay.
Sir,
Now,
asset, sir.
okay.
Sir, it is
Okay. Right. So I will tell you what is the meaning of asset. Asset is anything that can generate value. That can,
sir, asset is something which is owned.
right? Okay. Right. Anything that can generate value or money. Okay. Right? And liability is what? Liability is anything which consumes right? Or degrade value, right? Value of degrade in value
of the asset.
in consumes money or degrade value, right? I'll just write this. Okay, consumes money or degrade in value. I'll just remove this. Okay,
Sir, so car is a liability.
right? Consumes money or degrade, right, in value,
Sir, so can we say that car is a liability?
right? Okay. Now, gold is an asset, right? Gold is an asset, right? Car. Now, if you're if you're talking about your car, right? Your car, which is at your home, then that car is a liability or asset. Tell me.
Liability,
Sir,
sir.
liability.
Sir,
Liability.
it is a liability.
Correct. But if I'm talking about the car, right? Same car, which is right used by drivers. Tell me, like Ola, Uber. Then that car is an asset or liability.
Liability,
Sir,
liability.
sir. Sir, because from that cars we can generate the money.
Yes. Then in
Sir,
that case,
asset.
it will become asset. Correct. Then in that case, it will become asset. है ना? Right? Clear. So I can say the same thing can be asset or liability depending on what, right? The usage, how it is used. For example, suppose I'm having a company, right, which is not working at all, right? Only making losses, है ना? Right? Then it is an asset or is it a liability? Tell me.
Liability, sir.
Liability.
Because it consumes money, sir,
Yes, sir.
and does
So
not
it is a
produce anything.
liability. It is a liability.
Anyone have any doubt in this?
No doubt, sir.
Right?
No doubt,
Okay. So today we will,
no doubt.
yes, today we will talk about different type of asset because we don't have to
No, sir,
invest
no
in
doubt.
asset. है ना? So do you think that you should invest in liability or asset? Tell me.
Sir, we should invest in asset.
Asset, sir, asset.
Sir,
Correct.
liability will make us spend. So,
For example, education is a liability or asset? Education is a
Sir,
liability.
asset.
Liability.
Asset, sir.
Asset,
asset,
na,
asset.
liability, right? Education is an asset, right? Because it gives us value in future. Hi, Anna, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
so
so it is.
Yes, sir.
yes, so I will talk about different type of asset, right? We invest in assets, okay, right? We should invest in assets, not liability, है ना? So we invest in assets. Invest in assets, right, everyone?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, I hope all of you understood what is assets. So my next question would be, okay, sir, what are the different kind of assets? What are different type of assets? Different type of assets, right? Right? In which we can invest, है ना? Right? So this is the assets in which we can invest, right? We can invest money, है ना? Right? I'm talking about in which we can invest our money. I'm talking about money, right? So give example, everyone. Tell me first. Tell
Sir,
me
physical asset.
again, right? What is digital asset, right? I'm talking about the asset in which we can invest, right? We can put our money.
Fixed asset. Sir,
Sir,
like fixed.
physical asset is a house we have taken and
Yes,
it is in rent.
Sir, fixed.
And
Sir, fixed asset.
digital asset is shares like Tata Steel.
yes. So it is land, correct, Tanushree? Right? No,
Sir.
not stocks, right? First is stocks, then
Sir, I
land,
am right, master.
land. Okay, very good. Then gold,
Sir,
right?
fixed asset. Sir, fixed asset.
Fixed asset, which is fixed deposit.
Yes,
Fixed
sir.
Sir,
deposits.
fixed deposit. Yes, sir.
Fixed deposits or fixed
Sir,
income asset.
fund.
Sir, bond also, bonds.
Yes. So bonds are also considered as fixed income assets. ठीक है. Bond is also like fixed income assets. ठीक है. Right? समझ में आया? Right? And share or stocks are basically equity. They are called as equity. समझ में आया? Stocks, right? Generally, stocks are called as equity. Properties are basically land, right? Land, or it is real estate. Real estate. So this is a property. ठीक है? Right? Properties or real estate. That is your, okay? Clear? And gold is
Sir,
gold.
like real estate of tea.
Yes, right. Land हो गया, building हो गया, anything which can generate value. For example, if you have bought, right? Now education is. I'm not considering education. ठीक है? Education is very subjective, right? I'm talking about whatever we can buy, है ना? Right? ठीक है? Clear है? Right? So we will talk about these one by one. ठीक है? We will talk about these one by one. Okay?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, how is gold an asset? Because we buy gold, then how does it give it a value?
Okay, I will give you example. Suppose, let us talk about this. Suppose you would have bought 10 gram of gold, right? 20 years back, right? Enough. So tell me, what was the price? Think about it. What would be the price of gold 20 years back? Anyone?
10,000.
Sir, it may be like 10,000 or like that, anything.
Okay,
Sir, now it is 30, 42,000.
okay,
Sir, around 5-10,000.
right? Okay, I'll just give a basic idea, right? Do not Google, just give me a basic idea. है ना? 6,000, okay? Yes. ठीक है? So yes, it was when you talk about this, okay, 20 years back, which means around 1990. Yeah, 1990, है ना? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, like about 10,000 it may be, sir.
Right? 2000, right? 2000, around 2000, है ना? 2000. So around 2000, you know, the price was, right? The price of 10 gram was around 4,500, means 4,500 per 10 grams. 4,500. Okay. Right? So this is 20 years back. And what is the current price? Tell me, what is the current price? Now, this is in 2020.
40,000.
20, right? Okay, year 2000. Sorry, this is year 2000. Okay. Now, currently in 2021, okay, it went all up to right 54,000. Okay, but currently it is 48,000. Currently it is 48,000. So tell me, in 20 years, what is happening to the price? Tell me, what is happening to the price? It is increasing or
There are a
decreasing?
lot.
Increasing.
Increasing, right?
There are a lot of changes.
So obviously, this is a fixed asset, or sorry, this is an asset or liability?
Asset.
Asset.
Asset, right? In
Sir,
20
asset.
years, yes, in 20 years, right? Suppose you have bought 1 kg of gold. Think about
Sir,
it.
like,
है ना?
sir, like if we sell the gold which we buy about 10 years ago, then if we sell it now, then it will go for a good price.
Yes, exactly, right? So this is your asset, and the amount was 10 times that was, right, in 2000, है ना? Right? 20 years back, the amount, it was 10 times less. Clear hai? So gold is an asset.
Yes, sir, clear.
So clear.
Sir,
And
gold is like land also.
yes, land is also like that only, na? Land is also like that, hai na? Right? If you talk about land in Bangalore, hai na? So you could have gotten, right, a good amount of land in 10 lakh, hai na? Right? In 10 lakh, you would have gotten a good amount of land in Bangalore 20-25 years back. Yes or no? Right? But now you will not get this even in 2-3 crores. You will not get this much amount of land which you would have gotten in, right, 10 lakh even in 2-3 crores.
Sir.
Now you will just get a flat, right? Okay, around 1 crore you will get a flat. Okay, not even
Yes,
land.
sir.
है ना?
Sir, 1.5 crore.
Right? Okay. So we will talk about this. We will talk about different kind of assets now. So I guess this is clear. What is asset?
Yes, sir, clear.
Right?
Yes, sir, clear.
So we will talk about one by one. So first, let us talk about fixed income. Fixed income. suppose you don't want to take risk, है ना, right? Because there's a saying, right, from a from a TV series. I don't know how many of you know this. Harshad Mehta, Scam 1990.
Risk है तो इश्क है.
Sir, I
Risk
know
है तो
it's
इश्क
a
है.
movie also.
Yeah, yes.
Sir, risk है तो इश्क है.
Yes, risk hai to ishq hai, right? That, so suppose if you don't want to take risk, right? है ना, you want to play safe, है ना? You don't want to take risk, which means you want your money to grow consistently. मतलब doesn't matter what happens, whatever happens, you want your money to grow consistently. हाँ या ना? Tell me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
you choose for fixed income means whatever the circumstances, right? Whatever the amount is. Yes, Shravya, right? But again, na, there's whenever we talk about investment, I'll tell you, investment are of different things. Long term, short term. In short term, it may be loss, it may be profit. Right? I'm talking about long term. Okay, right, Shravya? We will discuss about that. We will discuss about those things. Okay, because obviously it is not as easy as right, just buying and selling all the time. I'll tell you, Siddharth, what is digital gold. Don't worry about this. Okay. So fixed income instrument, so they are of low risk. Ayana, they're of low risk, right? Yes or no? Low risk means doesn't matter, right? Whatever the amount, right? Whatever is happening to market, whatever is happening, for example, COVID, right? Because of COVID, stock market crashed. Ayana, I hope all of you know this. Because of COVID, stock market crashed. Yes, right? So obviously that is risky. Most of the people, they became bankrupt. They lost all the money. Right? So that is high risk, right? So high risk, high gain, low risk, consistent gain. So suppose I'll just take one name, right? Suppose Ananya, right, do not want to take risk. So she will invest in fixed deposit, which is, tell me, what are the fixed deposit instruments, fixed income instruments? One all of you know, which is fixed deposit. Bank, fixed deposit. I guess all of you know fixed deposit, right? Fixed deposit can be done in bank or post office, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay.
No, sir, we don't.
Yes, that is the first. Now, second is something called as that you guys are asking, right? They're bonds, bonds issued by the government. Bond issued by the government. Okay, now I will discuss in detail what are bonds. Yes, right? Because no one know, Gia, no one know that when the price will go up, when the price will go down, right? And I will tell you, I will discuss everything, right? When we will talk about stocks, then we will discuss. Okay. Yes, right? Bonds, I will discuss about bonds. Okay, what are bonds? Okay. Now, third are what? Tell me, third are what? Right? So basically, they are the two, right? Bonds, right? Issued by government or private companies. Private companies.
Sir, what do they contain?
Okay, I will tell you what they can do contain. Okay, I will tell you, don't worry. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, right? So we will discuss about bonds in detail later. ठीक है? अभी हम लोग नहीं करेंगे because पूरा class के bond में समझा जाएगा. Bond समझाने में, है ना? Because before talking about bond, we should know what is shares, what is equity, and all those things. ठीक है? Right? So अभी बस just समझो कि bond कुछ होता है. Bond is some kind of contract or agreement, something like that, है ना? Right? Which will give me a fixed amount, right? I give some money to the government, है ना? And they give me bond in return. Right? Which companies के bond, for example, when you talk about government, है ना? Right? Yes, taxes are also included in economics, right? So we'll talk about taxes later, Tanushree. ठीक है? Right? Okay. Okay. So now when you talk about this fixed income, right? Fixed income instruments, fixed income instruments. So obviously they are low risk, but low risk, if they are low risk, the return is also less high enough. Tell me, the return would also be less.
Yes, sir.
Right? So the return, right? Return, है ना? Yes, Kisan Vikas Patra is again one of the bonds. You can say Kisan Vikas Patra. Now I don't think that Kisan Vikas Patra is used nowadays, but yeah, very good, Shreya. है ना? So Kisan Vikas Patra was one of the like quite famous bonds. Okay. Now the return that these fixed instruments usually give, right? The return that these fixed instruments usually give is between 5 to 10%. Now 10% nowadays, no, nothing is giving 10%. But as Shreya said, right? Kisan Vikas Patra is one of the fixed income instrument which used to give around 9 to 10%. Okay, right? So the return is, and in current scenario, it is around 5 to 8 or 9%. So I'll just keep 10%. Okay. For example, when you talk about your PF, your provident fund, the money that is kept in PF or some other instrument, right? They're also kind of fixed income. They also give you fixed income. Okay. Okay. Got it. Right. So let us talk about second thing. So this is low risk instrument, fixed deposit bonds. We will discuss about both right after this. Right? Yes, I'll tell you what is bull and what is bear, right? The next is equity. Next is equity. Now, equity includes lots of things. Equity includes lots of things. Okay, right? Equity includes what? Equity includes, tell me. So this is high risk, high gain. High risk, high gain. High return. Okay, high return. Right? For example, the best example is shares. Right? So shares, right? Shares are kind of equity. Now there are lots of other things also that you guys might not understand now. They are called as derivatives, right? They are called as derivatives. Okay. Right? So basically it is share derivatives. Share derivatives. Okay, right? So these things, share derivatives, we need not to study for now, but yeah, it is also kind of equity, right? Now in equity, there are two things. One is share and second is commodity. Commodity means, tell me, your crude oil, right? Your steel.
Gold, copper, silver, steel.
Yes, everything also comes under this. Okay, right? So I can say that equity is high return, but again, it totally depends on market. It may give you loss also, and it gives you high return also. I guess all of you, right, remember the example that I saw, that JSW, the 1 year return was how much? 270%, right? Tata Steel 270%, Adani 400%. See, in 1 year, that was the return, right? Dixon, yes, Dixon. Very good, Kishore. You remember the Dixon, So Dixon was 500%.
Sir, sometime it was, sir, for some time when that ship was like crossly stuck, so all the crude commodities went down.
Yes, right. Berkshire Hathaway, yes. So again, right, these all are right equity. So it is high gain, high return. And we generally talk about, CAGR. Okay, what is CAGR? CAGR is compound annual growth rate. Compound annual growth rate. So for most of the good companies, right? CAGR, right? Compound annual growth rate is almost 20%. समझ में आया, right? See.
What is the meaning of it?
What?
Sir, what is the meaning of it?
Means, see, when you talk about GSW, right? Think about this. When you talk about GSW, so you only see this year's growth, which is 270%. But for the last 3-4 years, it might not be making that much profit. It might be making loss, right? So if you take all the 5 years or all the 6 years, all the 10 years, then whatever the return you are getting, if it will distribute it throughout the years, right? Then it is called as compound annual growth rate. Clear hai? Sabko samajh mein aaya? Right? Because in some year it will grow, in some year it will, right, decrease. Clear? Right? So I can say, right, compound annual growth rate is around 20% plus for every good company. Okay. For Adani, it is very high now. It is more than 50% because it is growing in very short period of time. Nabil, I'm saying, I will just give you example. Okay, everyone, just see this example. Okay, right? Just see this example. I will just take the example of ticker tape only. Right? Now, my question is, do you think that every company will give equal return every year? Tell me. Think about it.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right? So I'm giving you an example of ITC, right? I'm giving you the example of ITC. Okay? Because ITC is not giving lots of return. Okay? So ITC is the best stock to see here.
Indian Tobacco Company.
Yes, Indian Tobacco Company, right? But again, it is in
Sir, it is the
lots of
Indian
things.
tobacco.
Okay.
Sir, before it was, sir, before the before the independence of India, it was Imperial Tobacco Company.
Yes, very good. So see, you can see this, right? You see in 1 month it is 3%. In 1 year it is 7.8% in 1 year. It is very less, right? In 5 years it is what? See, tell me. In 5 years it is what?
Sir,
Sir, loss,
yes, sir,
sir.
it is minus,
Sir,
minus
loss.
10,
Severe loss.
minus 10.42%.
Yes. So, but if you see 1 year, it is profit. If you see 1 month, right, it is again profit. But if you see this period of time, this period from here, right, see, in May 4, 2021, May 4, 2021, what was the price? 199.
Sir, it is 199.
Yes. And if you talk about May 17, what was the price?
230.
So if you
Yeah,
see
sir.
what change, what is the change? Yes, Gia, there are lots of reasons. I'll tell you. When we'll
Sir, the return percentage is 3.05%.
right? No, that is not 3.0. Let us see now. Let us see. So 199, right? And it was what? It was 213.
212.
It will be how much? 14 rupees, right? Ayana. So
Yes, sir,
14 divided by 199. So it is
199 into 100 into 100.
7%. Ayana, around 7%. Correct?
Yes.
Sir, we can, sir, we should multiply by 100.
Yes, obviously after multiplying by 100 only I'm getting. Okay. So I'm taking as 200, right? Around 7%, right?
Yeah,
But if
sir, yes, sir,
you see,
correct.
but
Correct.
the
Sir,
7% you are getting in how many days? Tell me. May 14th.
in 1 month. Sir, in 1 month.
And May 17th. Not even 2
Yes,
weeks.
sir, okay.
Not even 2 weeks.
Sir, not even, sir, I think.
2 weeks, right? Just 2 weeks. So think about it. In 2 weeks, you are getting 7%. So if someone will calculate like this, okay, in 2 weeks, 7%. So what will happen in 1 year? It will be a big amount, right?
Yes,
But that
sir, it is a very big amount.
right? That doesn't happen because sometimes it increases, sometimes it decreases. So we generally tends to take the average, right? We generally tends to take, right, for a whole year, and we take, right? We take what is the average, what is the compounded, right, return. Clear hai? Samajh mein aaya? Right?
Yes, sir.
So for example, see, if you talk about maximum, see, in maximum, what do you think? Maximum, what do you think?
Sir, it is 995% return.
Right? So it is
Sir,
around
1000% return.
10 times more, है ना? 10 times more. But obviously, the time is 20 years. The time is 20 years. And they are making losses after 2017. Hi, Anna, they are making losses, consistent losses after, tell me, 2017.
2017.
Anna,
sir.
right? After 2017,
Sir.
they're just making losses. Till 2017, they were consistently making profit.
Yes, sir. No losses.
Making
No,
profit.
sir. No, they were making it.
है ना? So obviously there are some reasons, right? There are many reasons. We will discuss in fundamental analysis, है ना? Right? I'm just giving you that when you talk about shares, when you talk about equity, it is not fixed. That's why it is risky. हाँ या ना? Tell me. For example, suppose, right?
Sir, the biggest reason of loss is COVID, sir.
No, not just COVID. Lots of other things also. In COVID, it dipped down, है ना?
Sir,
Yes.
it's the biggest, sir.
Yes, it is the biggest one, right? Yes, Gia, it is very safe depending on which stocks you're buying and right selling, right? Information is required. For example, I will give you example of one company. Let us think, right? And greed is
Sir,
something.
your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking.
No, sir, it's clear, sir.
No, sir, clear. Sir, your voice is breaking.
7:11.
Wait, my voice is clear, right? So
उल्लू बनाया, बड़ा मजा आया. 8 बज गया.
guys, please be mute. I'm muting everyone. Someone's brother is speaking. Okay, right now it is clear, right? Okay, so see this 5-year chart of this company, right? You guys can message yes or no. Tell me, Jia, Shreya, Kishore, Shravya, Ragini, Madhur. Everyone is getting this? Tell me. Now, if we talk about this, this is again Reliance Infrastructure. This is Anil Dhirubhai Ambani company, Anil Ambani company, Anil Ambani, है ना? Anil Ambani company. So the share price was right 600 plus, but it is constantly decreasing. Now, if someone would invest in this, right? If someone would invest in this, obviously they will become bankrupt. Hi, Anna, tell me, right? Tell me. Now, if you think about this, if you think, sir, it is 635, now it is 8.65. Obviously, return is not just minus 88%, it is way less, right? But this is not your absolute return. This is your CAGR. समझ में आ रहा है? This is your CAGR. Clear है? This is compounded annual return. This is per year return. Per year, it is giving minus 8% return. Minus 88% return. ठीक है? Right? Clear है? Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone is getting this concept? Tell me. Jia, Ragini, Vrinda, Madhur. I hope all of you are getting the basic idea, right? है ना? So I can say when you talk about equity, that is the reason it is high risk. Again, in 1 year also it is making losses, right? But in 1 year it might make profit, by the way. Yeah, in 1 year it is making profit. See, in 1 year it is making profit. No, Jia, we don't have to pay interest. Don't worry, we don't have to pay interest. I'll teach you. Don't worry, I'll teach you everything. Okay. So in 1 year, see, in 1 year, right? Right? How much profit it is making? See, 285. Right? In 1 month, it might be more. See, in 1 month, 79%. See, 79% in 1 month. Right? Okay. But if someone would see this and invest, they will lose money. Right? They will lose money because this company is not good. This company, right, is not fundamentally good. Okay. Right? So that we will learn that which company is good, which company is not good, right? By seeing the fundamental analysis. Okay. Okay, Rajat, equity means, right? Equity is just, tell me, equity is just the value, right? The money value of any product, right? Any property. समझ में आया? Right? Okay, so it is just the money that you can use or, right, in buying, selling of any shares or any commodity like that. ठीक है? Yes. Okay. Chalo. So, right. So I guess all of you understood this. ठीक है? Okay. Now, obviously, right? When you talk about equity, it may give us profit, it may give us loss, depending on how much time we are invested. ठीक है? Right? Depending on how much time we are invested. So when you talk about investors, है ना? Right? Those who invest money, those who, right, buy the shares, right, buy anything, buy gold, they are called as investors. Investors, right? Okay. Now, there are many type of investors. One is long-term investors. Long-term, right? Now, what is the meaning of long-term investors? Suppose you got, today you got, suppose, right? Suppose I'll talk about one student. Okay, let us see Shravya, right? Suppose when Shravya was born, okay, right? Suppose when Shravya was born, okay, instead of giving her something, right? Her father bought a stock of HDFC, one stock of HDFC, okay, and one stock of, suppose, Reliance, and one stock of, suppose, Bajaj Finance. Okay, these three stocks. Okay, these three stocks, right? He got one share, only one share. Okay, Rajat, I'll tell you, don't worry. There are lots and lots of things. I'm just giving you introduction. This is just the introduction. Okay. Suppose he bought one share of HDFC, one share of Reliance, one share of Bajaj Finance. Okay. Right. So let us check. Let us check what was that amount, right? What was the price of one share of HDFC, right? Price of HDFC one share, है ना? HDFC Bank. I'm talking about HDFC Bank for now, right? Around 13 years back, right? So I'll just talk about this. Okay, let us see, everyone, let us see. So I guess let us assume that, right? Okay, 2009. I'll just assume 2009, right? I'll assume 2008. Yeah. 2008, right? Let us assume 2008. So what was the price around 2008, 2009? Right? What was the price? Tell me. Okay, tell me. Yes, tell me. Batao. In August 2008, what was the price? 120 rupees. Hi, Anna. Tell me. 120, around 120. Okay, right? 120, around 120. Okay, so I will keep it as 120 rupees. 120. So tell me, what is the price of that share now? Today, what is the price of the share? Tell me. Today, the price of the share is almost 1500. Of, right? Okay. Right now, there are lots of other things also, right? Because there's something called a stock split also, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the absolute price. Okay. So how many times it has increased? How many times? Tell me, how many times? Think about it. More than 10 times. More than 10 times. More than 10 times. Screen is not stuck, Tanushree? Screen is not stuck? Yes or no? Right? So keep on calculating, right? Everyone keep on calculating. HDFC was 120 rupees, right? 120 rupees. HDFC 120 rupees. Okay? And current price is 1500. So next is Reliance. Reliance, Anil Ambani wala. Okay. Reliance Industries. Okay. Let us see Reliance Industries. Right? So again, I'm giving you the same timeline, right? Same timeline. So August 2000, right? Okay. So it is 500, है ना? 500, right? 500. It is 500. And now it is how much? Now it is around 2000. Okay. So this share price has increased by how much? 4 times. 4 times. Right? And then we talked about what? Then one is Bajaj Finance, है ना? So I'm just picking 3 companies which I like, right? Okay. And 3 companies in which I have invested a lot, right? So you know in which 3 companies I have invested my most of the money. Bajaj, HDFC, and Reliance. Okay. Okay. So I guess you will be surprised to know. You will be amazed by this price. Amazed, right? Think about it. So what was the price? Tell me. August 2008. What was the price? 10 rupees. Yes or no? 10 rupees. Right? 10 rupees. 10 rupees. And what's the price today? What's the price today? Everyone, be ready to be amazed. What's the price now? No, it is 5,600. 5,600. Right? Now it is 5,600. How many times? Tell me, how many times? Bajaj Finance, how many times? 560 times. 560 times. Okay. So think about it. Think about it. If, right? Okay. Yes, that's what I'm saying, right? That is what I'm saying. Hannah, right? If when Shravya was like, when Shravya born, right? If his father would have bought 10 shares of Reliance, 10 shares of HDFC, and 10 shares of Bajaj Finance, what was the cost, right? 120 into 10, 1,200, 1,200, right? Right? And then 10 into 5, 5,000, 5,000, and 10 into 10, 100 rupees. Okay, so since it was cheap, let us see 100 shares, 1,000 rupees ka. Okay, right? So suppose he had invested at 150 shares, 150 shares, right? 1,500. Okay, so it was how much? Around, tell me, around how much? 1,200 plus 5, 6,200, right? 6,700. 6,700, right? Okay, 6,700. Tell me how much she would have right now. Tell me how much she would have right now. Everyone, calculate. Because obviously, see, at that time she might have gotten something, na, right? You guys get something, some price, some gift, na, some clothes, some toys, something like that. And I don't think that 6,700 is a very, right, very big amount. Hi, Anna, tell me. Don't you think that people would have given you gift of at least 6,700 when you were born? Tell me, yes or no? Tell me, right? Yes. Shravya, did you get any gift when you were born? Right? Calculate. So it is what? So 150 into 5,000, 5,600, right? 150 into 5,600, 10 into 2,000, and this 10 into, right, 1,500. Hai. So calculate and tell me what is the total amount. Calculate and tell me what is the total amount. Everyone. Ten into, right, 1,500 plus 10 into 2,000 plus 150 into, yes, correct, hai, into 5,600, right? It would be, how you guys are calculating? Okay, yes, correct. So 10 into 1500 is 15,000. 10 into 2000 is 20,000, right? But 150 into 5,600, it will be, I don't know how you are calculating, it is 8,75,000. 8,75,000. Tell me, Shravya, you would have become Lakpati, right? Shravya, you would have become Lakpati. See, even I don't have this much money, right? Someone should have saved this, Anna, right? I'm so sad now. People do buy life insurance, LIC, okay, and they just barely get 50% after 25, 30 years, not even double, right? So I hope all of you understood what is the importance of financial education. Yes or no? If at that time someone would have known that these companies are very good companies, right? They are fundamentally very strong companies and invested in these companies, right? Tell me, what would happen to them? Tell me, what would have happened to them? Okay, I will show you. Okay, many people are asking, so what about you? Okay, so I guess all of you understood this, Ayana, right? So let me show you mine. Let me show you mine, right? I'm not showing everything. I'm just talking about Bajaj Finance. Okay, Bajaj Finance. Okay, or this HDFC or Reliance. Obviously, Reliance is not giving profit for now. Take care, right? It is just 1 year. So I have invested money just for 1.5 years. Only 1.5 years. Okay, only 1.5 years, not more than that, right? Okay, only for 1.5 years. Okay, I will just show you the profit. I'll just show you the profit. Okay. Right? Yes. Yeah, screen is stuck. Okay, right? So see, this is the profit. Okay, obviously this is not mine. This is dummy one. Okay, this is the dummy one. Okay. So this is what? This is the profit. Can you see the profit? Now this is not my real profit, by the way. Okay, I'm just showing you this dummy one, right? This is not the real profit. Okay, real profit is not this one, by the way. Okay, but right, this is not a real profit because again, I have not right. This is just dummy one. It is not the real one. But I hope all of you can understand, right? That you can earn a lot if you're smart. Yes, Jia, that is why we are studying this, right? There's something called fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Okay? We study the fundamental of the company, right? For example, Titan, right? And there are lots of things that we need to learn before investing. For example, I am thinking that, okay, right? I'm thinking that this Bajaj company still has a very huge potential to grow. I will show you, I bought Bajaj at what price? Tell me, see this. I bought this Bajaj Finance at this price, right? Okay, I bought this at the price of 2,445 rupees. Okay, right? Yes, still 830, 50, right? And see how much percent return it is giving. Tell me, see how much percent return it is giving. Can you see this? Can you see this? How much percent return in 1 year? I hope all of you can see this, right? It is 129%. Yes, correct. And what about this? Tell me, what about this? What about Bajaj Finserv? Tell me, what about Bajaj Finserv? Right? But not everyone is giving that. Some companies are giving just 8%. Some companies are giving just 7%. And some companies are even in loss, right? Loss. Yes or no? Right? Okay. समझ में आ रहा है सबको? Everyone is getting this, right? So this is how you study, you study and you see which company is good. But if you see that I have invested a lot in this company only, right? Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, Axis Bank, right? And they are giving good returns. है ना? Right? So I hope all of you understood, right? This thing, everyone, raise your hand. Everyone raise your hand. And it is not like everyone is making profit or everyone is making loss. Most of the people, right? Most of the people, right, are not long-term investors. Okay, right? I'm talking about long-term investors. Long-term investors, right, who invest for longer period of time, right? More than 5 years, more than 5-6 years. Okay. No, Kartikeya, MRF is very expensive for me, right? Very, very expensive for me. I thought of investing when it was at as low as 50,000, 55,000. Okay. Yes, Shrey, I know about Dixon. It is a very good company. And I have invested in Dixon. Okay. Class 8 student in class 8, I have talked about Dixon, by the way. Okay. Right. Okay. So long-term investors, by long-term investors, it means more than 5 years, right? 5 years, right? 5 years plus. Okay. Right. Warren Buffett is also a long-term investor. Okay. Then we have a short-term investor. Short-term. Okay. Short-term. Short-term can be anything. Short-term can be within week, right? Then few years, right? They are short-term investors, right? And it can be within week also, right? Months or few years Okay. And then we have a traders. Okay. Right? Traders. Now this is very, very dangerous thing, right? Okay. Yes, Shrey, right? There's a split of 1:5. Then only I could bought that share, right? I bought after split. Don't worry about that. We will discuss about lots of things. So traders, right? Now traders are totally different from investors. Okay. So we will discuss about traders later. Okay. Because now we have to understand now, right? What is the meaning of trade? Okay. Right. So traders are of two types, generally intraday, right? They will buy and sell the shares in one day, right? 1 or 2 day, right? Buy or sell in, right? 1 or 2 day or few weeks. Okay, right? Okay, so they are traders. Okay. Yes, Trey, I know Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, right? I know everyone, not everyone, but yeah, obviously. Okay, so I guess this is clear. This equity is clear, right? Hi, Anna. So if I tell you, is there any guarantee? Is there any guarantee of increase in, right, your investment in equity? Tell me, is there any guarantee? Message everyone, is there any guarantee? No, exactly, right? There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee, right? So in fixed deposit, you need not to be, right, smart, right? You do not to study something. You just invest, just put in bank. They will give you money. But in stock market, right? In stock market, I'll tell you, for the same share, I'll give you example, right? For the same share, right? I'll just give example of Indus Ind, right? IndusInd Bank, right? Person A can make loss as well as person B can make profit. Okay, right? Means same company, right, can give profit or same company can give loss. Yes, Siddharth, I'll explain about mutual fund. Don't worry, I'll explain about everything. Okay, don't worry about that, right? Don't worry, this is just the start. I explain about everything. Okay, okay. Now, can you imagine that how can a person make loss as well as profit for the same company? Tell me. Depending on when they are investing, depending on when they are investing. For example, let us talk about IndusInd, right? Let us talk about IndusInd. Okay, I'll just talk about IndusInd because IndusInd is, I guess, this is a stock which made me, right, learn so many things. Okay, right, IndusInd Bank. Yes, correct. When, at what price they are buying, है ना? Now, if you talk about IndusInd, see, in 1 year, what is the return? You will be amazed to know. In 1 year, what is the return? Tell me, IndusInd, in 1 year, what is the return? Around 160%, right? Around 159, 160%. Yes or no? Right? But it is actually more than that. It is your compounded one. But if you think about it, right? Let us see. Let us see. I'm not talking about this. Let us see. Right? Let us see the 5-year chart. That is the 5-year chart. Now, what can you see? Tell me, what can you see? Loss. Got it, right? So suppose if someone bought this share here, suppose someone bought the share here, right? What was the price? What was the price? Suppose someone bought share in 2018, August 2018. What was the price? 2000. Yes or no? 2000 rupees. 2000 rupees. Right? And it fell down. It fell down up to this point. Right? Okay, people will be like, okay, it fell down. Now it is rising. He bought again here. Right? Some people bought at this price. Around 1400. Then some people bought here. Right? Some people bought here. What is the price? Around 1300. In October 2019. October 2019. Right? So let us see, the price was, I will just put the price 1300. 1300. Now tell me, if a person is buying at 1300, is he fool? Is he foolish person? Tell me. Think about it. If some person is buying at 1300, is he foolish person? Right? Tell me. The reality is no, because this person is seeing this value. This person is seeing this value, right? He's saying that the stock price was 2000. Right? It went down as low as 1300. Right? So obviously he is not foolish. Okay. Yes, Jia, today no Kahoot. We will play economics Kahoot from next class. Okay. Because the price increased. Now, see, if he bought at 1300, the price increased. Price increased till 1500. Yes or no? The price was till 1500. So he was happy. Yes or no? He was happy. Right? Price was 1500. Right? He was happy. Yes or no? Tell me. He bought at 1300. The price went all up to 1500. He was happy. Right? Then what happened? Tell me. What happened? After this, what happened? Can you see? Right? Valley. Can you see the steep decrease? Right? See this. Think about this. So this 15, right? 1500. Wait, I put, right? Yes, डूब गया, है ना? This 1500 became how much? See, this 1500. Okay, this 1500 became how much? See, 300 rupees. 300 at this point. It became 300. Hayana. Right? In March, it became 300. 300. So 1300 one share became 300 one share. बताओ कितना लॉस हो गया? Tell me कितना लॉस हो गया? Think about it. Per share में कितना लॉस हुआ? 1000 per share का लॉस. Right? 1000 per share का loss. Now, think about it. If you are already making a loss of, right, 1000 rupees per share, will you buy more? Tell me. If it is continuously decreasing, will you buy more? Right? Normal people say no, right? Yes, you should not buy, right? Okay, now this poor person is me. This poor person is me. Okay, this person is me who bought at 1300. Okay, at this price. Okay, right? And it went all up to 265 rupees. 265 rupees. Okay, and I was scared. I did not buy it. I did not buy lots of stocks. Okay, right? But suppose if, and that's why I'm saying that this taught me a lot of things. Suppose I bought at this price. Suppose I bought more shares at this price. Okay, think about it. I bought more shares, okay, at this price, which is around 400. Around 400. Around 400, right? Because I know that this is a good company. If I knew that this is a good company, and if I would have bought here, tell me what would have the price now? Tell me what is the price now? Tell me what is the price now? Around 1,000, high enough, right? So per share, I would have gained how much? 700, yes or no? Means my share price would have doubled, right? Not doubled, right? Tripled, 3.5 times, almost 3.5 times, yes or no? In 1 year, right? More than 300% return. Agreed. So when you are making profit, when you are making loss, it depends on time, right? When you're buying and when you're selling. Okay, right? Right? So no company is good, no company is bad, depending on how you're buying and for how long you're keeping it. Okay, clear? Everyone is clear in this? Everyone is clear in this? Amisha, Tanushree, Shrey, Ragini. Okay, okay. So I guess we discussed all the kind of assets. We discussed all the kind of assets. Now, what is the general ratio? Suppose I have to save, right? Suppose I have to save 100 rupees, right? 100 rupees. So should I invest all 100 rupees? Tell me, what should be the best choice? A, invest 100 rupees. Invest in equity. In equity. Option B, right? 70% equity, right? Okay. 20% what? Fixed income, and 10% gold. Gold / property. And C, 70% fixed income, 20% equity, and 10% gold. Tell me, right? What do you think? Out of these three, no, I'm giving you these three options, right? Because there's no fixed ratio, there's no 40, 60, something like that. You can put whatever you want. I'm just giving you three options. What do you think? Which is the best option? A, B, C. Tell me. Okay, so the answer is, so there's no answer, right? There's no answer. There's no answer that which is the best answer. Best, right? It depends on at what age you're talking about. Smajmaya, at what age you're talking about. Because when you talk about equity gives very good return over a long period of time. Hayana, long period of time. Yes or no? Tell me. Equity usually give very good return over long period of time. Long period of time. Right? Yes, Hannah. So when you are young, you should save, you should invest more on equity, right? So first option, you should not use 100% equity में नहीं करना चाहिए, right? So either you choose this or this. Now this is for young people. This is for young people, है ना? Because they can save or they can invest for longer period of time. Yes or no, right? For example, if you start saving when you go to college, right? Suppose you start saving when you go to college, है ना? So you will have around 30 years to invest. Yes or no? Tell me. You will have 30 years to invest till you retire. If you start saving, if you start investing at the age of 18 years, right? You can save till 30 to 40 years, right? Okay. Now, but suppose you grow right old. Suppose you grow old, है ना? You grow old and you are like 60-year-old. Obviously, you don't have time, na? So obviously, you will keep all the money in fixed deposit. ठीक है? Right? Right, everyone? Okay. So I guess all of you understood. All of you understood this basics. Hi, Anna. Okay. Anyone have any doubt in this? Yes, we cannot take risk at that time, na, right? Because we don't earn, hai na? We don't earn. We need fixed income. Think about it, right? After when we become old, we need fixed income, na? Tell me, we need fixed income. Now, I hope all of you remember the last class lecture, right? Let us see last class lecture. Now, I started this. I started with this. Suppose at the end of, right? At the end of 25 years, when I retire, है ना? When I retire, right? Right? How much money I would have? Tell me, how much money I would have? I would have 8 crore 53 lakh. Yes or no? 8 crore 53 lakh. Yes, right? Tell me. Hi, Anna. Right? So suppose I'll just take this, right? Right? I'm having 8 crore 53 lakhs. I'm Bholu. I'm not Bolu. I am Bholu. Anna. I am Bholu. So what I will do? Tell me what I will do. Tell me what I will do. What is the smartest thing to do? Tell me. What is the smartest thing to do? Right? Let us see. Let us see. I can say after 50 years, right? Suppose if I'm having my investment is 10 crore, है ना? Right? What I should do? So I should split 70-30, 70-30. 70% I will keep in fixed deposit, है ना? Fixed deposit, right? And 30% I invest again. Yes or no? Right? Correct. Very good, Kishore. है ना? Let us see. Suppose if I invest 70% in fixed deposit and I will get a return of 8%. Suppose I get a return of 8%. Right? So what's the 70% is 70 lakh. Tell me. 70 lakh. Hi, Anna. Sorry, 7 crores. My bad. 7 crores. Think about it. Right? 7 crores. Hi, Anna. Right? Just give me a minute. It is not. Yeah. Right? So 70% of 10 crore is 7 crore. Right? Now, if I keep it in fixed deposit, and even if I get 8%, forget about 8%, even if I get like 7%, tell me, just give me a minute. It is stuck. My OneNote is hanged. Wait. I'll write like this. Okay. I'll write here. So suppose I get 7%. 7%. What is 7% of 7 crore? Tell me. What is 7% of 7 crore? Anyone? 7% of 7 crore. Calculate. 7% of 7 crore. Right? It is 49 lakh. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? Right? 49 lakh. Right? No, don't you think that you can easily survive in 49 lakh per year? Tell me. Don't you think that you can easily survive right? Easily survive in 49 lakh per year? Right? Think about it. And again, you can invest 3 crores also. You can invest 3 crores also. Right? And this, it is not that you're using the money, right? You are actually having your 7 crores in bank. You're having 7 crores. This 49 lakh is just the interest. This is just the interest. Hi, Anna, this is just the interest. Right? I hope all of you understood that why you should start investing from the early age. समझ में आया? Right? And why you actually need not to work if you start investing early. ठीक है? Anyone is having any doubt till this point? Tell me. All of you are getting this, that why to invest and where to invest? Tell me. ये दो सवाल का जवाब मिला? Raise your hand. Why to invest and where to invest? Right? Okay. Right. So I'm having 5 minutes, right? In 5 minutes, I will show you, right, the investment plan that, right, generally you can follow, or generally I am following. Okay. Right. So I will just show you this. Right. Just see this. Suppose there's something called SIP, mutual fund. Someone is asking, what is mutual fund? So I will take one whole class on mutual fund. So mutual fund is like, you do not directly buy the, suppose you don't have any knowledge, think about it, right? Suppose Kishore is not having any knowledge and neither do he is having time. Suppose uske paas time bhi nahi hai ki wo itna check kare, right? So what he do is he will give the money to someone, right, who knows about share, right? That is called as your investment firms. For example, HDFC, right? Then Nippon India, right? Axis Bank, lots of people also, lots of companies also, they take your money and they invest and they give you something, right, in return. Okay. And right, systematic investment profile. Yes. And you get some interest. Now suppose I'm earning, right? And I'm investing around, suppose I'm investing around 50,000, right? 50,000 per month. Suppose, okay, I'm investing 50,000 per month. Think about it, right? 50,000 per month. Okay, right? Okay, 51,000. Okay, right? And I'm expecting return of 12%. And I'm investing how many years? So suppose you start investing from the age of 25 and you're working till the age of 50. So you're investing for 25 years. Investing for 25 years. See how you increase the year, your amount increases. Right? 25 years. So see, I guess all of you understood from where I got the, right, the number of around 10 crores. So tell me how much money you will have if you take 12%, right? If you invest for 25 years, how much money you will have? Tell me. Around 9 crores, Hayana. Around 9.6 crore. 9.6867 crores. Right? Clear? So if you keep, right, if you keep 7 crore in fixed deposit, 7 crore in fixed deposit, right? Can you survive just on interest? Hayana, can you survive just on interest? Tell me, just on interest after 50 years, right? And see, I'm taking only 12% CAGR, right? I'm taking only 12% interest, and 12% is not very high interest, right? Even the companies PPF, they used to give 8.5%, right? The government NPS, they used to give around 9 to 11%. So 12% is not very high, right? 20% is easily doable if you're smart. If you're smart, 12% is doable. Again, if you are smart, okay, right? So 12% is realistic number. 12% is realistic number, okay, right? Clear, everyone? So after, I will save this and I'll retire, right? Now, see how much money you will invest actually. Tell me how much money you will invest actually. You're actually investing 1 crore 53 lakhs. That's it. You're investing 1 crore 53 lakhs only. 1.5 crore right now. And this is the money that is return. This is return. This is the interest. Hayana, this is the interest. Right? And this is the total value. This is the total value. Right? So that is why compounding is called as eighth wonder. Okay, compounding is called as eighth wonder, and anyone should start saving, right? Start investing as early as possible, right? Okay, समझ में आया? Right? And you should not be greedy. You should not like put everything in any random company. You should know. You should study. You should gain some experience, right? Then you should invest. Okay, clear here? Everyone is clear in this, right? So I guess after 2 months, okay, we will start mock buying or you want to start mock buying from now only, right? From next class. Mock buying means you don't have to buy actual shares. You just see how your money will grow, right? You can just, right? You don't have to put actual money.